guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Roddy. Today we are going on a journey. So today I'm actually back in Florida and everything, and after the holidays, for if you had watched the last couple of videos, but now I'm heading back for the Christmas break. I'm gonna be picking up a car right now, and then but I have to go to Savannah, Georgia. So I'm gonna go to Savannah, Georgia, pick up the car there, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna come back home, same time, same night tonight. Then after that, tomorrow, which is Saturday, I'm gonna actually catch a flight and go to Georgia, Cleveland, to pick up this TC. And I picked up another car, which I already have one already, but I would say I wasn't planning on winning this car at all. And it so happened that I was bidding and I actually came out of the bid and I won the car. So now I'm just like, oh my gosh, now I'm stuck with it because no one else was bidding on it. And now I'm just like, okay. Now, once I get to Georgia, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to test drive the TC and basically make sure it's road ready because I'm driving it back. It's a little busted, but hey, it's what it is. And I'm just going to clip right through everything because I'm going to be there at night. So I'm just gonna basically get in, get the car going and go, because what happened is my brother's there. My brother's actually has sent in the parts. They actually have some of the parts there already, and they were able to actually put the car together so that once I get up there, all I had to do is pick up the car and then drive back. So that should save me on shipping as well, and I get to spend time with family for Christmas break. So hey, it's a win-win, man. Come on. Once I do all that, I'm going to now go into actually show you the process of actually doing all of what I did of getting the parts for cheap. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting to get the parts for what I got it for. It is crazy like how much the sun is in my face. Like, it is crazy how much money I save on these parts. Like, I was expecting to spend at least like $2,000 on parts, and to be honest, it turned out great. Like, it turned out really great, where I got the hood for less than $200. Well, I'll say plus taxes, like $200 for the hood. And then I got the radiator, the condenser, the bar that's broken, and the fan for $200. That is crazy. That's a lot of parts for nothing. And I'm just saying, you gotta source your stuff. And once I go through once I finish this build, I'm like mad excited. So once I finish this build, and I'm gonna put all the total of how much I was expecting to spend, and actually how much I end up saving or end up spending. I don't know how you do that, but anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. Basically, mad excited because I have 2 cars for the price of 1. That is crazy. And yeah, so this weekend, Christmas weekend, I'm gonna have 2 new cars come to the channel where I'm gonna be showing you how to maintain and upkeep these cars. And if you were to go this route of saying like, hey, I want a project car, but I don't want to spend a lot of money, this is gonna be one of the ways of actually going about it and getting a car for cheap and work on it, wrench on yourself, like wrench on the car for yourself, and learn some knowledge, and and see how good you are. And let's get on that. Let's go get that car, and then let's get on that flight, and let's go. Once I am on the road with the trailer and everything, I'm just gonna be basically focused on getting there. Once I get there, I'm gonna pick up the car and then head back home. Once that is done, I am going to get home, relax for the evening, or it's gonna be night. It's gonna be brisk. And I'm gonna take the car off the trailer in the morning. Once I take the car off the trailer in the morning, then I'm going to go ahead and get ready to head on that flight. And once I get on that flight, I'm gonna basically go get the TC, and then after I pick up the TC, I am gonna go ahead and spend some time with my family on that, and then head down back to Florida. So that's the task for this weekend, and let's hit it out. Let's go. I'm really ready. Let's go. It's gonna be a lot of moving around this weekend, so let's get it done. All right. Like, no joke, guys. This Christmas Eve was one of the coldest Christmas Eve I've ever experienced in Florida. It was brisk, I'm telling you. And it was just dry cold. It was just cold, man. So right here, you see me trying to get the car started and whatnot. And because it was so cold, the battery was like dead. The cold cranking amps that was in the car, in the battery, was like gone. I'm sorry guys, but this kind of did really happen. I didn't know that this was about to happen. So yeah, I ripped off the front bumper because it didn't sound like the bumper inside the car. I guarantee it. It didn't sound like the bumper inside the car. So I reversed and tore it up. I can't. After all that, huh? Can hear the car moving on the trailer without the bumper on, and it sounded exactly the same. Yo, I'm on my way to the airport right now. Like, isn't that crazy that I did that to the Audi? Like, I literally ripped off the front bumper off the Audi. I don't know how I did that. I really don't know. When I was actually backing the car up, I thought that I heard the tire, because the tire is flat on the passenger side. So I thought it was a tire that was making the noise, because that's what it sounded like from the inside. But then something said stop, and I stopped. The car had a little hard time getting into gear and stuff like that, so I was like, whatever. I stopped, and then I went up a little bit, and then I went outside. And I noticed that I actually destroyed the car. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things I really didn't know. Like, from what it sounded like from the inside, it sounded like the tire, and then come to find out that it was actually the bumper that I ripped off. So I'm on my way to the airport now, and let's go to Georgia to pick up the TC. For me, it's gonna be like several hours. For you, it's gonna be several seconds. So let's go.
Invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout, and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat.
So, driving this car, it has some hub bearing problems. If you hear it, the whining that you hear is the hub bearing, and that's gonna be need to replace. And once I replace that, it should be pretty much good. The wheel alignment is a little off, a little shaky, so this thing is going to need some work. It's gonna need some suspension work, and that's gonna be something that I'm gonna be working on as well. I'm just gonna show you how to get those done. So for this, you need 2 rear hub bearings, and you should hear it. Yep, that's that. And I'm gonna need to do some suspension work, and stay tuned. You're gonna enjoy this. So this is the first drive, and this is gonna be basically, right now I'm just shaking it down to see what it needs suspension wise, and once I'm done with that, then I'm gonna go ahead and put some orders in for the parts, and I'll be doing it very cheap. So if you have this car, stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff coming for this car, and it's gonna be affordable, and I'm gonna show you how to do them. So this way, if you have one, you can go ahead and do it yourself. So let me get back home, and let's do this. Yo, it is cold. It is cold, bro. So it's 29 degrees right now, but it was 19 last night, and it's only gonna get a little worse. So hopefully it, could get warm and could do something outside. That noise is really bad. I'm on the road right now. The car handles pretty good. You can see the steering wheel is a little bit off, so it needs alignment. It rolls a little bit, so once I get some suspension on here, it would just iron out all those imperfections of the body roll and all that stuff. So this way I could drive very more smoothly through the turns. Well, isn't that? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good handling car, I would say. Alright, so let's go. Driving on a dirt road right now, and there is no rattling. Like, the rattling that you might hear is just from like the parts moving around, like in the car. But there is like no rattling. This car is solid, yo. You don't hear any shots bouncing or nothing like that. Yep. I'm just gonna dive into this. I'm gonna basically go ahead and start stripping everything apart and see what we got going on. If you remember in the last video, this hood was like bent out of shape, but somehow my brothers were able to stomp it on it to get it straightened out. In the last video, the bracket that you see me have right here, it was like bent out of shape, and I was worried that I'm about to spend like $200 for this bracket, but I ended up spending like nothing for this bracket. It came with the condenser, the radiator, and the fan. Yes, they might be junk parts, but they are usable, so I am using them. The other reason too why you see me working outside in the dark is because that's the time I get home from work, and I don't have much time during the week, so I'll run through the video and try to do as much as I can during the week with the little time I have for like an hour and a half, and then on the weekends, then I'll try to break up and try to focus on the main stuff. But as of now, like in this video, it's just me speeding through here, getting the parts replaced. You see me here with the hinges for the hood and replacing the hood and just installing stuff. I'm gonna give you a rough update of what the build is costing me, and I am really excited right now. Like, you don't understand how excited I am because I am way under budget right now. This is just a rough update of what's going on, and because I didn't get wheels yet, I didn't get the wrap yet. I'm still considering like if I should get a brand new bracket for the radiator support, because the one I have is like it's not lining up properly, so I might end up getting a new one of that, and I would still be under budget if I was to do that, because I was just looking at Auto Tempest just now, and let me switch it over. I was just on Auto Tempest, and I put in, like, this is what I put in. I put in 2012 Scion TC, Savage title, and nationwide for the, and an automatic for the widest, like, to see what's the cheapest Scion TC is at the same exact year and everything. And the cheapest price is $6,995. So if we were to build, or if I was to build, or you were to build this car under $5,000, you're still a winner, to be honest. If you go $5,100, you still win. If you go $5,500, you still win if you were to build this car yourself. Mind you, you're building the car the way you want it. At the dealership here, like, you buy this car and you literally, you'll be paying dealer fees and all that stuff. So when you're done, you're gonna be still paying like $7,500 for the same car that I have, and I didn't pay that much for it. So the fact that we didn't break $3,000 yet, and the cheapest 2012 Scion TC at the moment on Auto Tempest, because everyone says it's a good source to source your pricing for cars, this is the win. So if we were to build this car right now, and we build the car under $5,000, it will be the cheapest Scion TC build ever that I know of. I don't know of anyone else, but it will be the cheapest Scion TC build. And so on my spreadsheet, I'm doing pretty good right now. So if you want to build this car, you can build this car. And if you have any questions on how to go about this, on my spreadsheet that I'm gonna put right here, it has everything. It has all the fees that I pay from Copart and all the parts and stuff, like the radiator, the fan, the condenser, and the hood all came out to $383. Like, that is crazy. But all that parts under $400, that's a lot of savings. So I might end up getting to do more with this car. The front bumper was $126, and the AC line that was damaged is $20. Like, come on. I was looking at prices right just now for the wrap, and I might end up spending about $600 on wrap, and the most expensive thing is gonna be wheels. So I just might hit that $5,000 range about there, just because of wheels. And to be honest, there's wheels on the car right now, so I can really drive the car if I really wanted to. So it's one of those things. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave a comment. Have any suggestions, like any ideas of what you want to see to go on the car. I was looking at a Porsche wrap that I see on Pinterest. It's a black and white contrast, and I kind of really like it, so it might be a black and white type of deal that I'm going to be going with on the car. So let's get this done, man. Let's get this going, because this is going to be a beautiful build. Because I was also looking at the shocks, which I might end up doing lowering springs, because it's gonna be a daily car. So it's not gonna be a sports car that I'm gonna be driving and going on tracks. It's gonna be a daily. So it's gonna be a daily for my Lexus, because I'm gonna be getting rid of the Lexus pretty soon. The Lexus has 245,000 miles, and I'm trying to make it hit 250,000 miles and then send it on its way. So I'm gonna be using that car in the meantime as well. So I'll just say, man, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe if you want to see the total number that everything's gonna come out to be, because that number myself is a little surprised at myself as well, because it is gonna be crazy. So, and it's mad enough because the Lexus would be more expensive than this car. That is crazy. So subscribe, and let's get into the next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.